Hi everyone, Eric at Retro Handheld Guides, and today we'll be taking a look at Nintendo DS emulation on the RG35XX H stock operating system. The Nintendo DS obviously had two screens, and the small screen size of the RG35XX H is not ideal to display both screens at the same time. However, there are many Nintendo DS games that only required a single screen to be visible at a time to be playable. I found that the RG35XX H was able to handle any Nintendo DS game that I tested without any slowdowns or issues, but I did have to keep the high resolution 3D models off for most games, so there'll be no upscaling of the games on this device. So with that, let's take a look at Nintendo DS emulation on the RG35XX H. Alright, so first let's do a little orientation of the drastic emulator used on the stock OS. First, the Nintendo DS was obviously dual screen, and so you're going to need to have some games where both screens are going to be visible at the same time. Using the drastic emulator, it's easy to switch screens using the left and right R2 and L2 buttons on the top. You can easily switch the screen from single screen to dual screen by clicking on the L2, and you can also change the screen orientation from the R2 button while in dual screen, or switch the screens while in single screen. Now, the Nintendo DS also had a stylus that was used to touch the screen. You can also do that inside of the drastic emulator. Simply use the left joystick to move your stylus, and the clicking in the right joystick will then touch the stylus. Now, most of the games are going to run just fine on the default settings, but there are some games, Infinite Space is a good example, that will not run properly with the default settings. So let's take a look at the drastic settings. First thing we do is click on the function button on the top of the screen, and from here in the tiny little print, you'll be able to see that we now have the drastic options. So the first thing we want to do is click on the change options, and from here you can see we have frame skip off by default, or you can turn it off. Most of the games will run just fine. Down here at the bottom you can see that there are also options for threaded 3D. Now, some games are not going to work properly with threaded 3D on, so what you want to do, Infinite Space is a good example, is actually turn this threaded 3D off. Most games will also, or many games can play just fine, and you actually have a little bit of extra room to upscale the textures, and if you want to do that, you can turn on high resolution 3D. Now, I haven't found too many games that work with that, so by default I'd leave this off. Some games you can try it. It makes the polygons a lot sharper and make the game look a lot better. When you've set your settings, you have a couple of options at the bottom. You can exit and save for this game only, changing these settings just for this game, or you can exit and save for all games, applying these settings to every single game. And then once you've done that, you can go ahead and go out of the game and then return to the game, and from there you'll be able to play. So let's take a look at some of the games.
show exactly what they can do. Looking to set something up now. Got to pass it better than that. Did well to win it back there. No one was getting to that before him. Prepared to have a go. What a bonus for any team to have a goalkeeper in top form, and he certainly is here today, Clive. That's another good stop. Rocked to throw it out.